What is going on, guys? It is Parker here bringing y'all another video. This video has been requested so many times, and I'm so excited to finally be getting it out to y'all. But we have 6 of the cheapest subs that you can get at Walmart right now, which of course the Jensen J12W. You can snag these things up for about 30 bucks. Anyway, we have 6 of them. We're going to put it in my big performance box, put it in my car, where we have 12,000 watts RMS of power. We're going to put that through them, and we're going to see how loud we can get these things, and see how much they can make the window flex, and maybe we'll put them to the full test and see what it takes for all of them to blow. Anyway, guys, going to be an epic video. Stay tuned. $5,480 watts there. Oh my goodness, but look at that. We got a... Guys, so excited about this video. I think this is going to do pretty well. Should get decently loud and sound pretty good, I think, for a super cheap setup. Of course, in all these subs, we only have 180 bucks put into them. So most subs I've been reviewing for y'all lately have been more than that just for one sub. But let's just take a quick look at this thing. Of course, Jensen Audio, they've been in the game for forever. We have 2-inch voice coils, a 40-ounce motor. Of course, these are all 12-inch subs, and they are 4 ohms, so should be awesome. Just wanted to show what we got going on back here for a power plant. We, of course, have my Taramps MD12K, so it's 12,000 watts RMS at 1 ohm. We may not be wired quite down to 1 ohm, but still, this thing will put out plenty of power to really put these little speakers to the test. And then down here, we have 128 amp hours of lithium cells. These are headway lithium cells. Then we have a high output alternator up front. So we got plenty of juice going to this thing. So it should be awesome. Cannot wait to see what these things do. Let's get to taking a look at these speakers. Of course, comes in a nice little box, super light as you would expect. Shows you how to wire these things up if you got one of their Jensen amps. Let's go ahead and get into this. Now, if you've seen some of my other videos in the past, there was a dual that was the cheapest sub, and that was 30 bucks. But they don't have that one anymore. At least I don't think they do. Maybe they do, but this is now the cheapest one that you can get. We get a little user manual in here. Here is the sub. Cool looking little sub. Of course, Jensen over here. Got a little bit of throw to her, but it feels pretty smooth. Pretty clean little look. Black with the blue stitching and the blue Jensen logo right there. Let y'all just get a little look up at this fella. So this guy is 300 watts RMS, and I believe it says 12,000 max on the box. Of course, max number is kind of a just random number, but whatever. Of course, we got our little leads right there. We have a plastic cone, steel frame, and our little 40-ounce motor over here. Well, not too bad. Kind of what you'd expect for 30 bucks. Let's go ahead and get the rest of these out of here, make sure they're all in good order, and then we can start throwing them in my box. Alright, all the subs are out. That was a pain, ton of plastic and tape in there, but subs are out. All seem to be in good order. Nothing rubbing. So that is good, guys. Cannot wait to get them in this box right here, and then get it in the back of the old Sequoia. Let's get to it. Now, in the last video, when I had the 2 cheapest Walmart subs, I had them mounted regularly, which looked pretty cool, but everybody in the comments was saying, please mount them inverted so we can actually really see what is going on in there, what they're doing, and if they do blow, we can actually see it happen, because the motor will, of course, be sticking out. So that's what I'm going to do, guys. Gonna mount them all inverted. We'll make it a little easier to wire as well. So let's get to it. all this is wired up, and we are reading right about 2 ohms, so that is awesome. So we have each one of these subs ran in series with its opposite, and then we have each positive from one, negative from another, all ran in parallel all the way down. So again, right at 2 ohms, guys. That is perfect. We have these things in here and hooked up. This box is heavy. Got my buddy up here to help me load this thing up. So let's turn it on, see if everything turns on properly and if it works. Turn the amp on. Make sure everything's good. There we go. All right, let's play something, see what happens. So I had it all in last night, let them break in a little bit, just drove around and whatnot, and they actually sound pretty good for 6 little cheap Walmart subs. I'm gonna start playing some music so y'all can kind of see how they move and hear how they sound. Okay, we're gonna play a song that gets down to 25 hertz. Let's see what these things do. Woo! This is pretty cool. 180 bucks in subs. actually gets down. I am very surprised. Of course, it doesn't sound, the quality is of course not as great as you'd get with a better sub. It doesn't hit the lows quite the same, just doesn't sound quite the same overall. But again, we have 180 bucks worth of subs back here, and it actually gets pretty loud. But how loud does it get, guys? We have my mini bass meter hooked up down there, so we'll be able to test the dB. And then we've got my SMD AM1 hooked up here, and we will be able to see the peak watts that goes through this thing. So we're gonna do some test tones and see how loud we can get this guy. Okay, let's start out with 40 hertz and see what happens. That time, 285 watts. And we got a 136. Let's give it another shot. Ooh, that's pretty loud. Okay, 634 watts. And we broke 140. Alright, guys. We really stepped it up there. Got 1,888 watts. And look at that, guys. We got a 144.9. Guys, they were moving there. And look at that, guys. 3,483 watts. Still just showing a 144.9. Would love to break at least 145, so I'm going to let these things sit for a minute. Just make sure they cool off. We don't want to risk damaging these quite yet. And then we'll crank it up a little bit more and see what we can get them to do. Woo! Guys, they were maxing out bad there. We put 6,000 watts through them. That is ridiculous. And there we go. Look at that, guys. 145.6. 6,000 watts going through 6 of these little cheap $30 subs. That is crazy. Spiders are nice and soft now. That really got them moving, got them broken some. So again, I'm going to let it cool off here for a sec, and then crank it up and see what else we can get. Jeez, that was moving. Not showing quite as many watts there this time. And only a 145.1. Well, we seem to be maxing out there. Probably our ohms are rising too high and our amp is maxing out, so we're not going to get more volume. But let's try like 45 hertz just to see what we get. Only 5,480 watts there. We can see our ohms rose pretty high to 3.7. Oh my goodness, but look at that. We got a 147.9. What? 147.9 out of Walmart subs? Guys, that is ridiculous. So excited about this. Let's try 50 hertz just for the heck of it to see what it does. Definitely a lot more raspy in those higher notes. 5,768 watts. And that's a little down from the last one, so 146.8. Y'all, what did you think? Almost a 148 out of these things is absolutely wild. Also, you gotta remember, this box is tuned to like 29 or 28 hertz, so this is not an SPL box at all. This is meant for getting low and nasty, not meant to put out good numbers. So I bet if we had a higher tuned, more SPL based box, maybe we could break like 150 or something wild. At least 149, maybe 150, I don't know, guys. Also, I think if we had these things wired lower, we could probably do better as well. But I don't really want to risk damaging this amp. This is, of course, the third MD12K that I've had to get, so not trying to blow more money on these stupid things. There's, of course, a video on the reason for all that if you want to go check it out. But anyway, I think that's going to do it for today's video. I was going to go ahead and blow these for y'all, but I think I'm going to save that for the next video just to keep everything more concise here. I got to get inside and edit all this to get this out to y'all before Christmas, so I'm going to rush inside now, get this out, and then look forward to this weekend. We're going to have a video of these things getting blown just to see what that looks like. So stay tuned for that, guys. Gonna be another awesome video. Anyway, I really appreciate y'all. Y'all have been so hyped for this video, so I cannot thank you all enough for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing, guys. All the above help out so much more than y'all know. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful Christmas. Merry Christmas to everyone out there, and stay tuned for more videos.